Hi, I'm Luca, a macro photographer. Today I'm in beautiful Hood River, Oregon. With me, I've got the previous and new versions of the AK Diffuser. For the past 4 years, I've been shooting exclusively with this previous diffuser. Recently, I just upgraded to the new version, so I'm going to be doing a comparison of features between the two. To start, I'll give you a bit of an overview of each of them. This is the previous one. We've got 3 panels that snap together and a kicker that sits on the front of it. The new version is similar. It's got 3 panels that snap together with the front panel here on the front, and then the kicker I have off to the side right now. The new version is a huge upgrade, and I'm going to be going over all of the improvements. So the first thing that stands out to me is the build quality in general. The materials are a bit more rigid, especially this front panel. It's thicker and less prone to folding and cracking. Granted, I've only been using it for about a month, but still it is simply just thicker and more rigid. All of the snaps on the new version are much higher quality. They'll snap in place and they're quite hard to get off, which overall is a good thing. Oftentimes on the old diffuser, if I compress this a little bit, my front panel just collapses. But here, if I do it on the new one, it will kind of snap back in place, which is super nice. Sometimes if you're in like a tight space and you're compressing up the top of the diffuser or pushing it up against a tree, you can trust that you're not gonna like destroy the diffuser. Another nice feature is this stock Raynox holder. Super easy to take a Raynox off your lens if you're using it and clip it right on like that. The new diffuser has this cutout on the back of it, and that is super useful if you have a flash that has a built-in video light. For example, I'm using the Godox V863, and I don't have any need to have an external power bank and LED strip on this diffuser because of this cutout here. I can just use the built-in light from my flash and it'll go through this cutout hole. The kicker design has also been upgraded quite a bit. I had it stored on the side like that, but in use it looks like this, and it's super nice because it's flexible. You can kind of push it up and down. Say you've got a tree right here, you're shooting something on the tree, you can kind of rely on the kicker to flex back if you're getting super close. And so that was something that wasn't really possible on the old one. Like, it kind of just like snapped off like that. And that's just another example of the higher quality snaps on the new diffuser. One thing to keep in mind if you are making the switch to the new one is white balance out of the box is a lot cooler going through this new front panel. Just something to keep in mind. I'm not really sure if it's a con necessarily, but I've just had to take that into consideration in Lightroom when I'm making edits. Let's take a look at some images from each of the diffusers. Here is a gorgeous wolf spider captured with the previous diffuser. It looks pretty good, but my biggest complaint with the old diffuser is both the reflection shape and quality in the eyes. And so this image is a great example of subpar reflection quality. As we zoom into the eyes, you can see the flash in the reflection. There's a kind of like a trapezoidal brighter spot in the eyes. This is not what you want. Ideally, this reflection would be a smooth gradient and you wouldn't be able to see any hard brightness. You can also see it in this wolf spider. It's a bit more pronounced since this guy's a lot larger, but same thing. You can see a bright spot in the middle of the reflection. The new diffuser front panel is a huge improvement. The reflection in the eyes of this jumping spider is very, very smooth. There still are some bright spots, but it's way better than the old one. You don't have that singular trapezoidal bright spot in the middle of the reflection. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a wolf spider with the new diffuser yet, but hopefully this is a good enough comparison. Additionally, this is a focus stack of this same jumping spider. You can still see some brighter portions in the reflections here, but overall it's a whole lot better than those wolf spiders we just looked at. Now, the last comparison I will make is between the out-of-the-box white balance between the two front panels. Right now we are looking at some Lepidoptera eggs and caterpillars. Very, very fascinating. This image was taken with the previous diffuser. As we slide the image across, you're seeing the new diffuser on the right is very similar, but is a bit cooler in the color temperature. And just to look at them side by side, the new diffuser is a bit cooler. The biggest difference here is the color temperature. So again, not really a con, but just something to keep in mind. I probably need to adjust the white balance on my camera to account for that. So overall, the new diffuser design is super robust, durable, it feels like, super sturdy, and it's got a whole bunch of good features. This video is not sponsored by AK, but he did send me the new one to test out. I've been using the old one for 4 years straight, and there's no reason for me to keep using it. I'm just going to use this one from now on. Thank you for watching, and if you have questions, leave them in a comment or message me directly. Thank you.